For the cutter, Kuliza gets one to go.
Second and third now for Bedford. That's a line drive single. And Charlie Cariello now strikes out Ryan Stramp.
Draws the double, redodges, beautiful, and scores. Stick quickly, Purnell drives righty, shoots, scores.
That is it. Bedford is your girls lacrosse champion. The Bulldogs are champs once again. Welcome to SAU Field for D1 baseball between the Bedford Bulldogs and Londonderry Lancers. I'm Harry Kozlowski here to call the game for you. The game has begun. We're 2 pitches in. It's a 1-1 count. Patrick Folis on the mound for Bedford. And a hit towards short. And O'Connor is able to make the catch at first base for the first out for the Bulldogs. Coming up next for the Lancers, it's Carey, Owen Carey, lefty hitter. 167 hitter, 5 appearances, 2 runs, and 2 hits and 12 at-bats. There's a strike swinging, 0-1. Folis, the righty, delivers. It's high, ball, 1-1. Blustery day today. Temperatures in the 40s. Sun is out though, so that does help a little bit. But the wind is coming out of left field. Another swing and a miss there for Carey, 0-2, or correction, it's 1-2. And Foles delivers the pitch. That one is fouled back. Second strike on Owen Carey.
After the play. This is why we need a second person on there.
2-2 count here, 1 out. Pitch high. Count goes full, 3-2. Bases are empty. Jaden Hamilton grounded to short. Folis with the pitch, that's fouled back. Carey stays alive. Three-2's your count. Folis gets the sign from Dubois, his catcher. Delivers it high once again. It's going to be a walk. And Owen Carey takes to first base with 1 out. So the Lancers are on board. And Johan Pena coming up now. Pena, 300 hitter, 1 RBI, 3 hits, 2 runs scored at 10 at-bats. Hitting righty. Carey gets chased back to first. Now another pitch high by Folis. He's been delivering a lot of those pitches high. All the balls that he's had today so far have been above the strike zone. Now Carey runs for second. We'll see if he successfully beats the throw, I should say. Second baseman Oster unable to grab it, but the shortstop Crowley backing him up there, so only the 1 base given up. So Lancers now with runner in scoring position. Owen Carey at second with a 1-0 count here on Johan Pena. Folis gets that, takes the sign. Delivers another high one. Count is 2-1. 1 out here in the top of the first, no score. Lancers up to bat. And Pena had a jump out of the way of that one, 3-1. Pitch inside there. Folis getting ready to deliver here. Up, he steps off the bag here, trying to keep Carey honest. Folis appearing in 2 games. He has 1 win, 12 1/3 innings pitch, 8 hits given up, and now a wild pitch gets away from Du Bois, and the runners advanced, or Carey is now at third. Lancers come in with a 3-1 record. Bedford just the opposite. They're 1-3. Their only win coming up against Bishop Girton. So Pena takes the base on a ball 4 wild pitch that allowed Carey to advance. So runners at first and third here for Londonderry, just 1 out. Folis delivers, there's a hit. And a chance for a double play, and they make it. So a fantastic play by Crowley to field that ground ball. Steps on second himself. Gets to throw to O'Connor in time. And the Lancers go down 1-2-3, although it wasn't quite that simple. So after a half inning, no score, Bedford coming to bat. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. And we are back for the bottom of the second, or bottom of the first, I should say. And the first pitch delivered by Brady Gillis, the starting pitcher for Londonderry, is in for a strike on Crowley of Bedford. Crowley swings and fouls it back, so he's behind quickly 0-2. I was going to give you the outfield lineup here for Londonderry. Jones is catching, Miles at first, Stott at second, Hamilton at short, Pena is at third, McKinnon in left, Carey in center, Green at right, and Gillis our pitcher. It is Crowley at bat for Bedford. That one is high and outside, so the count is 1-2.
I went over there thinking he's putting the roster up.
Now Crowley makes contact with that. Short makes it, and the throw is close. Crowley's able to beat out the throw. So Bedford's got their lead runner on base, beating out the throw from Hamilton. Hamilton threw it kind of high, and Miles had to reach up to get it. He might have stepped off the bag. So Dom Tagliaferro at the bat, right-handed hitter. 4 games played, 11 at-bats. It is a strike on Tagliaferro. He scored 4 runs, got 3 hits. Tags has got 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, a .273 hitter so far over 4 games. Gillis, his pitch is high, 1-1. A heater gets by Tagliaferro there. 1-2 is the count. So Gillis winds up, throws, and Tags goes down swinging, I should say. So 1 out for Bedford with 1 runner on first. Up the bat now is the pitcher, Patrick Folis. In 4 appearances, 12 at-bats, 2 runs, 5 hits, a .417 hitter. Takes a strike, 0-1 on
If the runner
Patrick
goes,
Folis.
let me know.
Blustery day here at SAU Park. That one in the dirt, 1-1. This Bedford team at 1-3, kind of a rough start here for Coach Chapman's troops. Usually do better than that. That one in the dirt again, 2-1. on Patrick Folis. Bulldogs had the pitching this year, they just don't have the hits. Haven't been able to generate any runs, so that's why 3 losses instead of 3 wins. Gillis delivers another low one. 3-1 here. We'll see if Folis takes this one. No sign of Crowley challenging the pitcher. He's staying at first. You can see the wind flapping in the pant legs of Gillis there. It is a blustery day. Folis takes that one for a strike. Count is full, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Delivers, and in the dirt for a walk. So Bedford gets another runner on base thanks to a walk by Gillis. And Jones, the catcher, comes up to have a word with his pitcher, Brady Gillis. Jet Jones behind the plate there for the Lancers. Here comes Jack Hinton, number 1. 231 hitter, 3 hits at 13 at-bats, 4 game appearances for Hinton. That one low by Gillis, 1-0. Lancers stranded 2 base runners in the top of the first on a terrific double play courtesy of Dom Tagliaferro, or correction, thanks to Carter Crowley, who's playing shortstop. Second ball there, thrown by Gillis, 2-0.
Come on.
That one catches the top corner. It's a strike. 2-1's the count on Jack Hinton. No score, bottom of the first here at SAU Field in Bedford. And Gillis climbs out of the hole with another strike. We're at 2-2.
Swing at those.
Ball's low. Count is full once again, 3-2. Crowley taking a big lead at second. Hamilton is keeping an eye on him and trying to make it look like he's jumping back to second. A swing and a miss. No, it's a tip, but caught by Jet Jones. And a second out there for the Bulldogs. 2 strikeouts now for Gillis. Brady Gillis, the pitcher for the Lancers. At the plate now is James Gilbert. Gilbert, a 182 batting average, just 2 hits in 11 at-bats. Ball and a strike to start out his at-bat. Count is 1-1.
Jerry, turn downhill, please. Turn Phil down. Thank you. Well, that's too bad.
Gillis winds up, throws that one into the dirt. 2-1 is the count. Bedford with runners at first and second, hoping we can get a run scored here. That one just outside by Gillis. Count goes to 3-1. They certainly wouldn't mind another base runner load these bases. We'll see if Gilbert is taking here. Gillis throws.
Guts.
Gets a strike. Another 3-2 count. A lot of counts going full to this morning.
Asking for going over.
Pitchers throwing a lot of pitches. We might see some changes by mid-game. There is a pitch count in NHIAA Division 1. Gillis steps off the mound. Now here throws. That one fouls way back into the trees. And James Gilbert stays alive for another throw. 3-2. Gillis. That one strikes Gilbert on the bat handle, so another foul off, staying alive. Count stays at 3-2. And a throw and a strike. Gillis catches Gilbert looking. Three strikeouts in this inning. And that does it for the first. No score between Londonderry and Bedford. You're watching Bedford Baseball on BCTV. We are back for inning number 2 here at SAU Field. No score between the Lancers and the Bulldogs. Folis with first pitch down low. It's a ball.
You can introduce me.
And doing color, as you heard, it's Bill Jennings. Actually double duty. He's on the camera as well, a multitasking pro here.
Yeah, sorry to leave you hanging there, Harry. This is our first game in this great baseball spring season, and we're kind of working on some things here at the field as well as back in the studio. So I'm back.
Folis with a 1-1 count throws a ball that is fouled back by Jet Jones. The count at 1-2 here. No outs. Jones the first batter in this Londonderry bottom of the top of the second. Folis makes contact.
You know, in the previous inning, with runners on first and second, and you had 3 batters go out and 3 strike out in a row, Coach Fox was telling us the bats aren't working, and that was evident right then and there, Harry.
Oh, it's been evident all season. It's been the bane of the team so far. That's why they're 1-3. Another foul off there by Jet Jones, 3 in a row. Count stays at 1-2. Jones, the 385 hitter, 4 RBIs, 5 hits, 13 at-bats in 5 games played. This has popped up. We'll see if it's playable. Du Bois loses it in the sun. He was in position to make that catch. Didn't make it, though. So Jones lives for another swing at the bat. No outs. The flag in the outfield by the scoreboard. Straight out.
It's one of those decisions where the infielder coming in on the ball, the catcher's got fighting the sun, he's fighting the wind. Maybe the first baseman could have called him off.
So 1-2 for Folis here. High. Ball 2. Jones asks for time, resets himself in the batter's box, and now he's ready. Folis with the windup. Contact is made, fielded by the second baseman. The throw is out. So Oster to O'Connor. 4-3 for the out. And with 1 down, Ty Miles comes up for Londonderry. 167 hitter, just 1 RBI, 2 hits, 12 at-bats. First throw by Folis is a ball. Pitch number 2 coming in right down Broadway, 1-1. Beautiful sunny day. And that last throw hits Miles in the back. So he's going to take his base.
You know, with this wind and this cold, 46 degrees, this isn't baseball weather. So you're going to see something like that. Ball can get slippery on a pitcher's hand, so it's not unusual to see something like that.
It is baseball weather in the Northeast.
Yeah, it's very true.
No escaping that. So Ty Miles on base for Londonderry after taking the hit on the back on the throw by Folis. Up to bat now is Zach Green, who takes a strike looking. High heat swung at by Green. 0-2 the count. 1 out, no score. Folis with the pitch, another high one that beats Green. He goes down swinging, so that's the first K for Patrick Folis, and we have 2 outs.
Londonderry, Brett Demers, who's their coach, a very, very good coach, and Londonderry has always had a great baseball team. They go up there swinging.
Jalen Stott makes contact. They're going to call it a fair ball. And Du Bois throws it to O'Connor at first. 2-3 for the third out. So 1 runner, actually 2 runners stranded for Londonderry. 1 strikeout for Folis. We're through 1.5. No score between Bedford and Londonderry. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Danny Black hits it to right field, and the wind carries it out foul. Green unable to catch up with it.
Well, Harry, I didn't realize that we were muted with all this analysis that we did with the first batter up.
We'll save it for later.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, this is called spring training for us, guys. We are working with Andrew back in the studio. We're out here, and this is our spring training game, Harry. We had some good stuff to say, though.
Way high there, throw by Gillis. Black just looked at it sailing over his head. Count is 1-1. Another high one, 2-1. You know, not only is it a windy day, but the wind is just changing direction minute by minute. It was blowing from left field to right a moment ago, then shifted from center to home plate just now. Another ball, 2-1, or correction, 3-1 is the count now.
That wind is really kicking up, too. That's going to be a challenge.
And a strike there makes the count full, 3-2. So Dan Black here at the plate for the Bulldogs. A 100 hitter. And it looks like his decision to hold off pays off. Black gets the base on balls, takes his base, and on comes Henry Du Bois, catcher. Henry has played in 4 games, had 11 at-bats. Just 1 run, 1 hit, hitting .091. Gillis for Londonderry throws a strike right off. Gillis, another throw. This one is popped up toward the Londonderry dugout, and Pena dives to make the catch, doesn't do it, but sacrifices the body there for the out. Good effort, doesn't pay off though. You can hear the wind hitting our microphones here. Our position down the first base line. We're just out over the fence from first base. Only Coach Lauren Fox has a better look. And a strike 3 on Du Bois. That is the 4th strikeout there for Londonderry pitcher Brady Gillis. Adding to the 7 that he had coming in to this game. He's having a terrific contest. So 1 down for the Bulldogs, and Jacob Oster is at bat. Gillis takes the sign, delivers, popped up there by Oster, straight up. We'll see if there's a play on the ball. And there is. Jet Jones able to track that ball in the heavy wind. And just like that, 2 down for the Bulldogs with Dan Black at first base, and we're at the bottom of the lineup here. Peter Suazo. First throw is the ball. Suazo, 3 games played, 4 at-bats, really hasn't seen much. 2 runs scored as a pinch runner, but he has yet to register a hit. You get to see the wind flapping Gillis's jersey. Swing and a miss there by Suazo. Count is 2-1. No score, bottom of the 2nd. Strike thrown. Suazo looking. 2-2. Timeout called. Now ready to throw again, Gillis. The windup. And Suazo thought it might have been a ball. Nope. Yet another strikeout. That makes 5 on the day so far for Gillis. He's got 12 on the season, and at the end of 2, no score between Bedford and Londonderry. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Top of the 3rd inning at SAU Field. No score between Londonderry and Bedford. I'm Harry Kozlowski calling the game, along with Bill Jennings, double duty, doing color and on the camera. John Wilson there for Londonderry. He's the number 9 hitter. Takes it straight looking. Folis with just 1 strikeout today, compared to 5 for Gillis. Fouled back by Wilson. Count is 0-2. Jonathan Wilson, 2 games played, yet to register a hit. He's on 2 at-bats. This is his 3rd. Makes contact there and gets it down the line. Speak to the devil. He's going to try for 2. There's a throw. Slides in safely. A double from Jonathan Wilson. What a way to get his first hit.
That was a great hit, Harry, right down the line. Very difficult for the 3rd baseman to try to go after that. And got to admire the hustle from the Leominster player. He had 2 in his mind all the way.
And that sets up the top of the order. Jaden Hamilton at bat. He's a 188 hitter, 16 at bats, 2 runs on 3 hits. Takes a strike. 0-1. We'll see how much Wilson challenges from second. He's got a pretty good lead there. Folis throws a pitch inside. Hamilton had a step back away from that. It's a ball, 1-1. Oh, great contact there by Hamilton, but Tags is right there at center field.
Shit.
And that also keeps Wilson on base, so a solid hit, but it was right to Tagliaferro in center. Immediately threw it back into the infield and made John Wilson rush back to second, so no harm there, 1 out.
I know.
And right now it's going to be Owen Carey, number 1. Takes the ball.
One of the difficulties of doing camera and doing color is when you lose a shot, sometimes you say something that you didn't want to say. My apologies, folks.
We'll have to mute it out later. Low throw.
Thank God it's just public access TV. SCC would be all over us.
Carey has the 2-0 count here. Runner in scoring position. John Wilson there with the double. Another low throw, 3-0. Folis in a hole. Although he could afford to give up a base on balls here, considering that first is open, he won't advance Wilson. And that is what happens. 4 throws, four balls. Carey takes his base. It is the second base on balls thrown by Folis. He also had a hit batsman in the second, so 3 bases given up on non-hits. Johan Pena for the Lancers. He had that walk in the first inning. Here's a double play. They pull it off once again. Second double play in the game for Bedford. But that advances Wilson. But now Bedford just needs an out to
Those double
prevent a
plays
score.
are coming at the right time. Right now, Bedford's fielding is outstanding. And that hasn't been their problem, Harry. It's just the bats, but that's why they're 1-3 and Londonderry's 3-1. But Bedford is just so close. We talked about that off here. The run differential is very slight between both teams. Bedford lost what, 3 out of 4 by 1 run, I believe.
Coach Chapman decides to hold a conference at home plate here. Let's recap the game so far. Londonderry able to get 2 runners on base in the first. Both were stranded thanks to a double play. In the second, a hit batter got on base, Ty Miles. He was left stranded. And now a double play with no outs has Londonderry with a runner at third and 2 outs. And the wind really picking up now, blowing in from the outfield. Straight into the plate. There's a hit. It gets through and it's going to score a run. 2 runners score. Londonderry takes the lead 2-0. A throw to first to try to catch McKinnon. 2 RBIs, and it's Jet Jones at the plate now, following it back. So McKinnon with the 2 RBI single here. I thought it was a double play. I guess McKinnon was, or Pena was called safe.
Yeah, I missed that too.
Low throw there, or actually they're going to call that a strike too, so it's 0-2 now to Jet Jones. Londonderry scoring 2 in this inning. They lead. Here's a hit, curving ball. Lands foul. You can hear the frustration there by Jones because that wind grabbed the ball. It's really really blowing strong, and it took the ball out of fair territory. That would have been another run scored. That would have brought McKinnon in from first. Instead, it's still 0-2. And Foles trying to get out of this inning with just 2 runs. McKinnon takes off trying to steal. They're not going to challenge that. They're going to grant him the base and call it a ball. 1-2 the count. McKinnon advances to second on a steal. Hit the third base. Over the first, it is Hinton to O'Connor for the out on Jones. So 1 runner stranded, but 2 runs scored for Londonderry. After 2.5, it's 2-0 Lancers. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Bottom of the third, Gillis with the first pitch. It's a ball. We're at the top of the order for the Bulldogs. Carter Crowley there. Another ball. Count quickly jumps to 2-0. Bulldogs find themselves trailing 2-zip. There's a strike. 2-1 is the count. It was Owen Carey and Johan Pena reaching home for Londonderry on a 2-run single by Brett McKinnon. Fouled back. Count is at 2-2. That is outside. Another full count there for Gillis, who's got 5 strikeouts. He's had a lot of full counts, but a lot of strikeouts as well. Oh, great contact there, heading into the outfield. It's going to be in foul territory. Actually, I lost track of the ball. I thought it was in foul territory.
No.
What are they calling that? Just a single base? No, it is a double. It is a double.
It's a double.
McKinnon unable to make the play. My view was obscured. I thought he made that catch. So Crowley with a 2-bagger to open up the bottom of the third. Now down Tagliaferro. Swings and tips it. Starts out with a strike on the count, 0-1. So Brady Gillis has been pushing counts full all afternoon. Like I said, he was able to get strikeouts 5 of the times. This one time, though, he gives up a 2-bagger. Tagliaferro pops it straight up. Jones trying to make a play on it. Instead, it is Pena, the third baseman, makes the catch. It's the first out for the Bulldogs. So Patrick Foles comes up to the plate. He was walked last time. Back in the first. Brady Gillis. Swing and a miss there by Foles. The wind has suddenly died down to nothing.
Thank God.
It's like somebody switched the fan off.
Yeah.
Another strike, this time looking for Foles. He's down 0-2. I could hear somebody warming up in the bullpen. I'll get a number in just a moment. Oh, there's Folis with a hit into the gap. This is going to score Crowley. So a base hit, RBI for Pat Folis. Brings Crowley home, and it's 2-1 Londonderry. Bedford is on the board. Folis got all of that. Pulled himself out of an 0-2 hole to put a number on the scoreboard for the Bulldogs. Now here's Jack Hinton. And Folis is going to try to steal. A little too slow. He gets caught at second. The shortstop Hamilton there waiting for him. Literally waiting for him about 2 or 3 seconds, waiting for Folis to arrive. Not exactly a speedster. There's a shot into
second base.
Second base, and the throw to first. And just like that, Hinton is out, but the Bulldogs get on the board thanks to an RBI for Pat Folis. After 3, it's Londonderry 2, Bedford 1. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Top of the 4th here at SAU Field. The wind has died down considerably. Sun is still shining. Things warming up just a little bit, and the Bulldogs, after giving up 2 in the top of the 3rd, score 1 in the bottom, and it's 2-1 Londonderry. Ty Miles will be coming up to bat here for the Lancers. Miles was hit with a pitch in the 2nd. Ty Miles with 12 at-bats and is coming into this game. 1 hit, or should I say 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI, a 167 hitter. And now the wind comes back with a vengeance.
We spoke too soon, Harry.
Good turnout here for the fans. Everybody bundled up, just as we are. Well, if you're going to have a day like this, I'd rather have it at 11 in the morning than at 5 in the afternoon.
So you know that Bedford made a pitching change?
Thank you for pointing that out to me.
Number 15. He's a lefty. And I don't have any rosters because I'm on the camera today.
Unfortunately, Bedford didn't give me a numbered roster. I just had the...
That's what we say. There's
Could
a new
you
guy
find out who the hitter is, number 15? Actually, Andrew might...
O'Connor.
Brian O'Connor, thank you. So O'Connor...
Ryan O'Connor, the hockey player, Harry. You called him on the ice for a few
O'Connell?
O'Connor.
Oh, it's Ryan O'Connell.
Ryan O'Connor.
Oh, O'Connor.
So O'Connor delivers his first pitch. It is a ball to Miles.
So I got the wrong one.
And Folis moves over to first. O'Connor was playing first base, so they just swap positions.
Okay.
Another ball thrown by O'Connor. Connor gets the sign. Contact by Miles. This one's popped up, should be played in right field. Ball's dancing around, but Suazo able to make the catch for the first out. 1 down.
The winner was playing with that one a little bit, Harry. So every hit to the outfield is a little bit challenging for all those outfielders. Harry mentioned earlier this is our first spring baseball game, and you know that. This is your first call. But we have Andrew Fenn back in the office. We're doing something different for those that are watching on BCTV.
Zach Green making contact on the first pitch. Tagliaferro right there at center, able to make the catch. So 2 down quickly for the Lancers.
So Andrew's actually managing this whole game. He's the one handling the graphics. hope you can all appreciate the new graphics that we have for our sports, spring sports. We introduced them back in the winter time frame, postseason specifically.
I see that Maggie Fox, the bullpen catcher, is running out with number 12. Looks like Coach Chapman wants to have another arm ready just in case. Strike thrown there by O'Connor on Jalen Stott. Ball right there, count is 1-1. Stott ground out. Catcher to first in the second. Stott hits it again. It's going to roll foul. So another strike on Mr. Stott. Count is 1-2.
So Harry, BCTV and WBNH Radio is always looking for people to help us out, call games, do color, and that's easily done if you're a fan of your specific sport that you'd like to get interested in.
And a swing and a miss, but a run on a drop third strike. They make the play at first, and that's going to end the inning 1, 2, and 3.
So to just finish my thought before Andrew takes us back to the studio, is that anybody that's interested in becoming a play-by-play announcer for any one of the BHS sports or a color analyst, it's pretty easy. Just get in contact with us. We have a few. In fact, we have a great play-by-play guy, and I'm bragging on him right now, Harry Kozlowski, who does hockey and football, along with Corey Munster Tiger, Lauren Fox, Jason Bergeron. All those guys started out at one time not knowing anything about play-by-play or color. You can come join us. Have some fun with it.
The secret, the secret to doing it, if you've never done it before, is just imitate what you hear on TV and radio. Just think about your favorite play-by-play guy and just try to do what they do.
Yeah, it's nothing magic about it. I mean, it is a little difficult when I don't have anything in front of me and I've got a camera in my hands. And
well, this is definitely not CBS or ESPN.
Yeah,
that's for sure. It's more seat of the pants, but we do the best we can.
And the important thing is we want everybody to have fun, and you can have fun. So don't be nervous about it. Come on down.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
It's all just good fun. You're doing it for friends and family. People really appreciate these broadcasts. I can tell you that. We get comments all the time from parents and family members, especially family members who live away from Bedford, who can't come to these games. They watch them on BCTV, they watch them on demand, and they tell us how much they appreciate having access to seeing their young athletes working. So
absolutely,
be part of the crew and help us do our good work here.
Reach out to us.
Bottom of the fourth, and it's James Gilbert at the plate. Takes a strike, looking from Brady Gillis, still on the mound there for the Lancers. Quickly throws a second. That's low for a ball. 1-1.
Just to elaborate on that point one more time, Harry, and your point was well taken.
Swing and a miss by
I think a lot of people
Gilbert.
Feel that they have to, when they put a headset on, they have to sound like Al Michaels or, some of the other top broadcasters that are out there. You do not have to at all.
Fouled back by Gilbert.
The only thing you need to know is a little bit about the game. That makes it a little bit easier.
If you can talk about it like a fan, you could probably do the job.
Exactly. We tried to get some dads or even moms earlier to see if they could help out because they know the kids. They've been following the kids.
High throw of ball, 2-2.
But everybody's a little shy.
Another one high, 3-2, full count. Another full count there for Gillis. Fouled back.
Who knows?
Count stays at 3-2.
Who knows? Excuse me, Harry. Who knows? We might even get Colleen Richardson on the headset
don't know.
She's shaking her head right now.
But you bring up, sometimes we have to grab people literally out of the stands. And I remember a hockey game we did in Keene that I was calling by myself. There's a hit to right. It looks like it's going to be foul. So the count remains 3-2 on James Gilbert. Anyhow, I was going to say I found Chris Scott there, who of course is heavily involved with the Bedford hockey team. And I said, Chris, put this headset on. Come on the broadcast with me. And I'll tell you, she was fabulous. Did a fabulous job. So you never know what's in that you have it in you until you try.
I think the important thing, Harry, and you've done it for a long time, is that we wouldn't take anybody that would like to try it out and put them in a play-by-play situation. You'd always be starting out with one of our more experienced play-by-play folks, and doing the color is a great way to work your way in.
Gilbert takes the walk, and now Dan Black on the plate for Bedford. Shows bunt, goes off. Actually, it looks like a wild pitch, and Gilbert advances to second, but the Londonderry players are saying that contact was made. It should be a foul. We'll see what the officials say. Nope. They say wild pitch, or pass ball, really, and they're going to give Gilbert second base. So Bedford with the tying run at second now. No outs. Danny Black with the 0-1 count.
Yeah, coach is coming down to kind of question that call, just to get a little bit of a clarification.
You've been an official. Now, what happened there? I couldn't see if it was contact made on that attempted bunt.
So here's what happens. If the bat is over the plate, it's in the plane, and he makes an attempt, but the ball gets by the catcher without making contact with the bat, it is a pass ball. But it is a strike.
So they're calling it a strike, but they're allowing Gilbert to advance to second on the pass ball.
So what the home plate umpire just did is he went out and talked to his partner out in the field and said, did you see anything different? And it looks like that there is agreement with the home plate umpire from his the field ump that said that it was indeed a pass ball, Larry.
Well, I think you would have heard the sound of the ball making contact
Correct.
with the bat. So there's an oral signal that...
And you didn't see any misdirection. You didn't see the ball change direction as the pitch was delivered and after the ball was attempted to strike at.
So after the delay, Gillis delivers the ball low for a ball, 1-1.
Tell you one thing, you definitely need good hearing behind the plate to hear those slight ticks.
Danny Black walked in his first at bat, makes contact there right down the third base line. And they're signaling Gilbert home. Black's going to go for two. Was able to get it standing up. And just like that, RBI double for Dan Black brings Gilbert home, and Bedford ties it up at 2.
That looks like a little, I don't know, I can't recall the name of the Londonderry player that drove in the 2 runs for Londonderry, but it was the same similar hit right down the line.
That was McKinnon. That was a one-base hit. This was a double for Black. So with no outs, Bedford ties the game up. And now Henry Dubois at the plate takes the strike looking.
Bats are coming alive for Bedford.
Gillis waits, takes a look at Black at second base, delivers, and a swing and a miss there by Dubois. 0-2. Dubois makes a hit, a contact with the ball, I should say, kind of a half swing, but center fielder Carey able to dive for it. Terrific play there, really athletic.
Excellent play. Excellent play.
And that keeps Black at second, so one down. With Jacob Oster coming up to bat for Bedford with one out. Owen Carey, a fantastic catch there. Dubois kind of didn't get a full swing on it. Kind of made looked like he was almost holding the bat back, but got enough of the ball to get it into short center field. That's why Owen Carey had to make the run and dive for the ball.
I think the important thing for Henry right now is that he is at least making contact, and that's the important thing because you can start losing confidence if that average doesn't start moving up. So you just start by making contact.
And speaking of contact, there's a drive to second. Carey's right there, able to make the catch, and Black stays at second. So back-to-back outs by Owen Carey in center field, retires Jacob Oster, and now we got Peter Suazo, the number 9 hitter, up to bat. He struck out last time out. That one catches the strike zone. 0-1 on Suazo. Black taking a lead from second here. And he decides to steal. The hit and run popped up. Second baseman trying to make a play here. The ball shifts in the wind, and Black goes all the way home for the run. Bulldogs take the lead 3-2.
It's a wind-blown single if I ever saw one.
Are we going to call that an error? Are we going to score that an error?
Oh, no, I wouldn't call that an error.
So we'll call that a base hit there for Peter Suazo, an RBI base hit. Brings Black all the way home.
That wind was playing havoc.
Top of the order now, it's going to be Carter Crowley. Timeout called by the hitter.
Coach Fox getting some signals from Billy Chapman.
Suazo showing that he was going to steal there, trying to keep the Lancers on their toes.
Yeah, for those who didn't know, there's Coach Fox at first base. He's also our play-by-play for soccer, football. Well, actually, no, basketball.
That's right. Girls basketball primarily.
Yep.
And he's done some great calls on baseball as well. Crowley sends it right to the first baseman, Miles, who pitches it to Stott at second for the 3-4 play. And that's going to end the 4th inning, but Bedford scoring 3. Or I should say scoring 2, take the lead 3-2 at the end of 4. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Top of the 5th inning, Bedford leads 3-2. O'Connor still delivering the pitches. High strike there to John Wilson, the number 9 hitter for the Lancers. Ball there. Count is at 1-1. Wilson got a base hit last at bat. Stranded at third base. Another ball there, 2-1. High throw, another ball, 3-1 is the count. That one catches the strike zone low. Count is full, 3-2. Here comes the pitch. The hit, center field, Tagliaferro waiting for it. Makes the catch for the first out. So John Wilson is out on the long fly ball to center. And it's the top of the Londonderry order with Jaden Hamilton up to bat. Grounded out in the first inning, flied out to center in the third. Pitch is high for a ball. In between innings, Andrew Fenbeck of the studios putting up a graphic with all our upcoming broadcasts on BCTV, including lacrosse. There's a grounder into center field, and Hamilton's going to get a base hit out of that. One out. Owen Carey, who made a huge diving catch for an out in the last inning, saved a run. He is up to bat. Throw to first, catch Hamilton to no avail. Folis, who was the starting pitcher, playing at first. Pitch outside for a ball. Carey walked last time. Actually, he walked twice. First and third. This time he gets all of it. All the way to the fence. And the Londonderry runners will stop at third. So even though they weren't able to make the catch, Suazo and Tagliaferro able to get the ball back into play quickly and held the Londonderry Lancers on base. So now they've got two in scoring position with one out. Hamilton at third. Carey with the double. He's at second. And now Johan Pena, who walked and got a base hit, an RBI in the third inning. Timeout is called by Bedford. Coach Chapman goes to the plate to discuss strategy here with two runners in scoring position. So after a fly out to get the first batter out, John Wilson, back-to-back hits by Jaden Hamilton and Owen Carey, a single and a double, has put Lancers in scoring position at second and third. Conference is over and we're ready to begin throwing to Johan Pena. As I mentioned, walked in the first, base hit RBI in the second. He scored a run as well. Contact made, fouled back. 0-1. One out here in the top of the fifth. Bedford leads 3-2. Hamilton taking a big lead at third, daring O'Connell to throw. That one's short, hits the dirt. 1-1. O'Connor throws to third. Jaden Hamilton back safely. That's the throw that Pena has to get out of the way of. 2-1 now. Now O'Connor steps off the bag. Jaden Hamilton kind of playing a game of cat and mouse. They're taking a long lead at third. There's the throw, hit, out of play in right. That got there on its own. The wind is not blowing in that direction right now. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, gets away. This is going to score a run. Might even score two. Nope. Owen Carey decides to hold up at third, but Jaden Hamilton comes in on a pass ball. And it's tied up at 3. Count is at 2-2, or correction, 3-2, full count. 1 out in the inning. Hit right to the third baseman, throw to first is out. Carey stays put. And Pena is out, he grounds out. 5-3 for the second Bedford out in the inning. Now Brett McKinnon coming up, grounded out in the first. Base hit in the second, or I'm sorry, in the third inning. Outside for a ball right there. Carey advances to third, so he's still in scoring position here for the Lancers. It's O'Connor's job to limit it to 1 run here. Another pitch outside. 2-0. O'Connor not waiting too long to throw his pitches, and he gets it right down the middle for a strike. 2-1. Bedford travels to Concord on the 23rd. That's going to be a 2 p.m. game. And that long foul ball into right makes the count 2-2. Two outs on the Lancers, runner at third. And a hit. Could drop, and it does. It's going to score Pena. Lancers back on top 4-3. And McKinnon gets a base hit with a ball that just lands with no man's land between the shortstop, second baseman, and center fielder. Second run scored by Owen Carey. At bat now is Jet Jones, the catcher. Grounded out twice. Throw to first. McKinnon gets back quickly. Ball driven to center. Tagliaferro's got to move, and he gets there. Tagliaferro's been making catches all day long, and that finishes the top of the 5th. But the damage is done. 2 runs scored. Londonderry takes the lead back 4-3. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Ball gets away from the catcher, Jet Jones. It's Tagliaferro at the plate. Struck out, flied out. Tag's going to talk to Coach Chapman, who's coaching at third here.
I think we got the catchers took that ball hard. They're checking them out right now. Harry, so we get a lot of games that we're covering. Lacrosse, baseball, both boys and girls lacrosse.
Softball too, right? We got a
We're
game
going to
or
have
two
a
of that?
softball game. We're trying to figure out, the girls are having a tough season. We want to find a game where it's competitive for everyone. But you can definitely count on softball coverage from BCTV.
So Jones takes a pitch, and he's going to stay in the game. I'm going to catch a few just to see if he feels up to it. Good to see that he's okay. Play resumes. Tagliaferro with a strike on him. Swings, he's got another one. 0-2. And he swings again. 1, 2, 3, down on strikes. That is the 6th strikeout for Brady Gillis. He had 5 in the first 2 innings. One down, and Patrick Folis in the contest. He started at pitcher, got 2 innings, and then moved to first base. Ball low, it's a ball. 1-0. Strike in there that time. Ball right down the middle. Folis took that. 1-2. 1 out. Lancers lead 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Outside, 2-2. And takes strike 3 looking, so the 7th strikeout for Brady Gillis, and 2 are down. Jack Hinton coming to the plate. Hinton struck out and grounded out in the 3rd. Pop up, that's going to go foul. Gillis going all the way here. He had a bit of a hard time in the 4th inning, giving up 2 runs, but Londonderry coaches have kept it in. Now, Hinton had to jump out of the way of that pitch. That's high. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count to Jack Hinton. 2 outs on the Bulldogs here. They trail 4-3. High for a ball. 2-2. Gillis delivers low, 3-2, another full count. He's had a bunch of those today. Gillis struck out the side in the 1st. See if he can do it here. Nope, instead he lets Hinton take the base on ball, so Hinton will go to first. And James Gilbert up to bat. He struck out in the 1st, walked in the 4th, advanced on a pass ball and was able to score from 2nd. There's a hit. Behind home plate, where Jet Jones is able to make the catch, and that'll end the Bedford at bat. 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a fly out for the Lancers. They get out without giving up any runs. After 6.5 or 5.5 Londonderry 4, Bedford 3. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Bottom of the 6th inning now, or top of the 6th, I should say. It's Ty Miles up for the Lancers. It looks like he got hit with the ball. That's the second hit ball. He's been attracting them. Much to the chagrin of Coach Chapman. So right off the bat, Peter Suazo, by the way, in to pitch now for the Bulldogs. So an inauspicious start there for Peter. Zach Green now at the bat. Takes the ball. Another ball. It's O'Connor, by the way, is in right field now. Third strike thrown there by Suazo. Zach Green probably taking this one. In the dirt, and after hit batsman at the base on balls for Ty Green. 2 runners on, no outs for Londonderry, and now Jalen Stott up to bat. Stott grounded out twice. Both times he put it in the dirt. So the Bedford catcher Dubois threw him out to first. 2-3 both times in the second and the fourth innings. High pitch for a ball from Suazo. Line drive stabbed by Foles. No, it got by him and got into right field, and that's going to load the bases. So Stott getting all of it that time. Ty Miles is at third, Zach Green at second. Jalen Stott at first, so a bit of a jam here for Peter Suazo not to let this game get out of hand. It's 4-3 Londonderry. Now John Wilson at the plate. Timeout is called. We might see another pitching change here. At the very least, a conversation on how to play this bases loaded, no out situation here.
They have nobody warming up. So
no, I just looked over to the bullpen. They don't have anybody coming in. But then again, Suazo hadn't really warmed up either, but he is.
And it shows. Hit first batsman, 5 balls in a row. Base hit.
He's going to stay in, or will he? No, it's a Jack Hinton now at the plate. One other game appearance, 1 2/3 innings, no hits, no earned runs. So Chapman making a change here without a warm-up. They're going to give Hinton a warm-up now. Give him a couple of pitches. Suazo is going to return to the outfield. This inning had gotten away from Peter Suazo, came in, immediately hit Ty Miles to put him on base. Walked Zach Green Gave up base hit to Jalen Scott. And that loads the bases for the Lancers. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Now it's up to Jack Hinton to come in and save the day.
You at least want to get 2 right off the bat. Give up a run, keep it close, but at least that helps to stop the bleeding.
As a team, Bedford has given up gave up 21 hits and 13 earned runs. Struck out 33 going into this game. We're ready to play here. Wilson swings and fouls it out. That's first strike in the inning here for the Bedford Bulldogs. Trailing 4-3 and threatening with 3 Lancers on base, no outs. And a line drive right up the middle is going to score 2. Looks like it's going to score 3, clear the bases. And Wilson's going to end up with...
No, they didn't clear the bases. It's just 2.
Just 2? Okay. So Wilson with a 2... Wilson with a base hit RBI. And it's now 6-3 Londonderry. Ball 1 here to Jaden Hamilton. We're at the top of the Londonderry order. Low, ball 2. Bedford's keeping it close through 5 innings, and now the game is getting away from them here. That one high, about chest high, in for a strike, 2-1. Still no outs here for the Lancers. A low strike. Count is 2-2. Hit down right field, that's going to be foul. A blooper, it's going to land in play. And that ball just handcuffed everybody. Everybody is safe. It landed in the infield between short, the pitcher, and third. Nobody able to make a play on it. By the time Hinton was able to pick up the ball, everybody was safe.
No, Harry, an interesting point with guys at first and second, right?
Infield fly?
It wasn't high enough. That's a tough call for an official, but it's got to show a upper trajectory. This just did not have the trajectory.
So once again, we're at bases loaded with the 6-3 score for the Lancers.
No, we're not. We've only got first and third. Second is out. We got one out.
They got one out. Okay, so
yep. That call comes
so
from
that
Andrew
was
Fenn that corrected us.
So Wilson was out 1-6, I think. Okay.
Again, for those that are,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say again, for those that are watching, this is our first game this spring, and we're in the stands. Camera. I've got a headset on. We certainly could use a.
Carey got hit.
They might. Unfortunately, I was talking. I don't know whether or not that was an intentional walk called by Billy Chapman just to fill the bases up so he could get put two potential double play. Andrew's watching. I think that might have been an intentional walk.
Okay, so Carey put on base intentionally by the Bulldogs to load the bases, and that brings up Johan Pena. Not exactly a lesser hitter. Oh, great stab there. Play it first, off the glove. It's going to be some runs scored here for the Lancers.
Great play at second. Rushing the throw, that can happen.
That was Oster who dove for the ball. Had to hurry the throw to Folis at first. Glanced off his glove. Or correction, James Gilbert is at first right now. And the lead is now 8-6 for the Lancers.
8-3.
8-3, sorry. Pena with the 2-run RBI.
Got bullpen action out there. Number 12 is going out there with Maggie Fox.
That's Steele Lambert. Check back swing is going to go right to first for the first out.
Second
out. That was Brett McKinnon.
And another run scores.
Unassisted put out there by Gilbert. And now Jet Jones at the plate. We're just about at the... Jones is the 9th batter in this inning for Londonderry. Takes a strike. 0-2. Shot down third baseline foul. Still 0-2. Nine to 3 is the score. Here's a pop-up, heading foul, heading toward our broadcast location, lands just in front of the camera. Wind carried that out a little bit.
I need combat pay. That was coming right for me.
So 0-2 count here on Jet Jones. Swing, slow roller to third, and the throw to first is the third out. And the Bulldogs get out, but not before giving up 5 runs here in the 6th. 9-3, Lancers lead. Bulldogs coming up. You're watching Bedford Baseball on BCTV. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Bedford's got a big hole to climb out of. They trailed 9-3 after giving up 5 runs in that top of the 6th. Dan Black swings, slow roller to the pitcher. He's going to have to hurry to throw. Black is able to run it out, so Bedford gets a runner on base right off. That brings up Henry Dubois. Ball low. It's a ball. Gillis still on the plate for the Lancers. Gets a strike that time, 1-1. Seven strikeouts on the day for Gillis. He's having a solid game despite giving up 3 runs. There's another strike, 1-2. In the dirt, you can hear it. 2-2's the count. And now just outside, 3-2. It's one thing Gillis has been doing today. He's been reaching full counts, really putting a lot of mileage on his arm today. At the tip, Dubois lives to face another pitch. Count stays at 3-2. Dubois makes contact. Potential double play here. And it is. 5-4-3. Dubois hits into the double play. Two outs for the Bulldogs. Bases are empty for Jacob Oster. Oster flied out to the catcher and then to center field in this game. There's a hit to right field. It's going foul. Too far for Green to make a play on. Two balls and 2 strikes here. A correction, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's Hinton at bat, I should point out. Okay, the scoreboard was a little bit behind there. There's a long ball to left field, and Hinton gets on. So Peter Suazo to bat. He's got a base hit in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd. Actually, that was Oster on base. A throw to first. Oster gets back in time. He's safe. Count is 2-1. Gillis. Suazo gets another hit. Base hit right down the middle. The center fielder, Carey, misplays it. Goes off his glove. But they're able to chase it down. No harm there. Bedford players only getting to first and second. So Suazo with a second base hit. And saves the at-bat for Crowley, the #1 hitter in the lineup for Bedford. Londonderry having a discussion here. Looks like the day is done for Gillis. Really a terrific day for him. 7 strikeouts to add to the 7 he came in with. So 14 on the year now for Brady Gillis. A fabulous performance here. And he will be the pitcher of record here as he leaves the game with a 6-run lead. And coming in for Londonderry now,
Number 10.
number 10. Don't seem to have a number 10 on the lineup here.
Yeah, it's one of the problems that we didn't get their rosters actually last minute. Bear with us. For those that are watching at home and you know who it is, well, there's no way you can contact us, so we're looking it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the lineup card they gave us doesn't have a number 10. They give us only the hitters. So it's either Ryan Williams. Thank you. Ryan Williams. He is number 10. No?
Andrew Fenn back in the studios helping us out here.
What's the name again? Barry? Ryan Perry.
Ryan Perry. He is somebody who is not on any of the names on this roster. He's not part of the pitching staff, so we're going to assume he's making his first appearance in a game. Could be somebody that the Londonderry coach wants to break in, figures that a 6-run lead in the 6th is a good place to give a young pitcher their first shot.
Exactly,
so,
maybe somebody that was on brought up from the JVs.
So Ryan Perry warming up now.
And if we're wrong on that, then Londonderry need to update your roster.
Need a more complete roster.
Yeah.
Can only go by what you give us.
Yeah, that's correct.
On the plus side, the weather has really improved here from when we first got here. We had some really strong winds wreaking havoc with those fly balls, but the flag in the outfield is slack. The sun is warming us, turning into a decent day other than being a bit of a tall order here for Bedford to come back. 9-3 deficit here in the bottom, bottom of the 6th. So Carter Crowley takes a strike from Ryan Perry. Crowley has a single and a double. He grounded out in the 4th inning. One and one. Perry with the strike there. It's 1 and 2. Suazo on base, as is Oster. Ball in the dirt, 2 and 2. So 2 outs here, but it's got 1 runner in scoring position. An extra base hit by Crowley. He's had one today. Could score 2 runs. Try to get this a little closer. That gets away. Wild pitch. Runners will advance to second and third. Now both runners in scoring position. Jet Jones unable to control that pitch from Perry. So the count is now 3 and 2. We'll see if Crowley goes after this pitch. He does, cuts it, fouls it back, 3-2. Need some runs scored here. A base hit does it. And instead, he takes the strike looking. So Perry gets the Lancers out of the inning with 2 runners in scoring position by striking out Crowley. That's the 8th strikeout for the Lancers. And after 7 innings, it's 9-3 Londonderry. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. And welcome back to SAU Field. We're ready for the top of the 7th. It's Londonderry with a 9-3 lead over the Bulldogs, and it's going to be Ty Miles, who got hit twice. Not afraid to take a pitch in the back. He's a big hitter too. A big boy. And we have a change of pitcher. Maggie Fox is in the game, taking over for Du Bois. And the Bedford pitcher, Steele Lambert, now number 12.
Maggie Fox is quite a story unto herself.
Miles gives that a ride to the outfield, but looks like it'll be played by Danny Black for the first out. So fly out for Ty Miles is the first out. Yeah, Maggie Fox has been invited to the Women's Baseball Olympic Camp. So she's not officially on the team, but she is invited to their camp. She's somebody that's on their radar. So one of these days, we may see her playing women's Olympic baseball for the U.S.
Daughter of Coach Lauren Fox.
Low pitch, 1-0 to Zach Green.
And she's headed to Brown University.
Actually, correction, that's Trenton Power is at bat now for Londonderry. High pitch ball.
Where she will play softball, Harry, not baseball.
Yeah, there's not NCAA women's baseball just yet. There's a strike.
Well, it's pioneers like Maggie and other women or young ladies that are playing the sport that someday you might actually see that.
Steele Lambert, the 5th pitcher for the Bulldogs today, with a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Trenton Powers at the bat here now for the Lancers with the 9-3 lead. Change up, it's a base on balls, so Powers goes to first. Lancers have their base runner here in the top of the 7th, the 9-3 lead. Pitch outside, ball 1. Jalen Stott at the bat. Throw to first in time. Stott grounded out twice, got a base hit, and scored a run in the 6th inning. He's one of those 9 runs. Strike thrown there by Lambert. Count is 1-1. Stott swings. This one's going to fall in between everybody. He's going to get a base hit there. Another one of those no-man land base hits. Just landed in between everybody. Suazo, Tagliaferro, and Oster all tried to make a play on the ball. Couldn't do it. So a second hit there for Stott. And this is going to be trouble. John Wilson can hit a RBI double, a 2 RBI double, make it 11-3. Jonathan Wilson with the 2-bagger right there. Hit it over the head of Suazo in right field. Top of the order now, Jaden Hamilton. Correction, that is Mason DeVale in the leadoff spot. So Londonderry putting in some of their reserves at this point with an 11-3 lead. One out, top of the 7th. 1-0 count here on DeVale. And he gives that ride to right field. Suazo getting under it, makes the catch. Runners tag up, or at least one does. Powers makes his way to, I'm sorry, correction, John Wilson. Wilson makes his way to third. 2 outs. Owen Carey fouls it back for the first strike. Carey walked twice, scored a run, actually scored 3 runs on the day. He's made it to base every time. He walked twice, got a double in the 5th, and was intentionally walked in the 6th. 3 runs to show for it. Counts 1-1 on Carey. Lambert delivers. There's the line drive shot to Suazo in right, and he makes the catch. And that's going to do it for the Lancers. Adding 2 more runs here in the 7th. It's now 11-3. Bedford's coming up for their last ups in this game in a tall order. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. And we are back at SAU Field, bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Lancers. Perry still on the mound for Londonderry. Bedford at bat. There's a hit into right field. Fighting the sun is Green, makes the catch. Has Tagliaferro at the plate. He's out. Patrick Folis at bat now with 1 out. Folis walked, got a base hit, struck out. Perry waits, delivers, bounces it in the dirt. Unfortunately, nobody on base to take advantage of that wild pitch. So it's all it is a ball. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Another one in the dirt. 2-1. Just checking our stats here. I'm hoping I got these right, but Londonderry scoring 11 runs on 11 hits, no errors. That's their line for the game. Unofficially, Bedford has 6 hits and another low ball. Is 3-1. Actually 7 hits for the Bulldogs, and there's a base on balls. Folis makes it to base. Who number Number 10 is Folis. So Folis gets on base. And Jack Hinton now in the cleanup spot. Strikeout, ground out, and a walk so far. Perry delivers. Swing and a miss for Hinton. High and a ball from Perry. 1-1. Bedford's going to be traveling to Concord on Wednesday at 2 p.m. first pitch against the Crimson Tide. Swing and a miss for Hinton, 1-2. Unfortunately, it looks like the Bulldogs, barring a miracle here in the bottom of the 7th, will be going to their 4th loss. Meanwhile, the Lancers improved to 4-1. Swing and miss and a strikeout for Hinton. His second on the day. 2 outs now. Bulldogs down to their last hitter, James Gilbert. He has Folis on base. Nine strikeouts by the Bulldogs today. First pitch to Gilbert is the ball. In for a strike, 1-1. Londonderry, in the meantime, they've got a contest tomorrow. They'll be at Keene. Fouled out. Was the catch made by the catcher? Believe not.
Nope.
Actually, correction. That's they're going to be tomorrow. They'll be hosting Keene at 4 o'clock. And I said Wednesday for Bedford. No, they're playing tomorrow at Concord. So back-to-back games for both teams. One and 2 the count here. Ryan Perry against James Gilbert. Chance to close it out here with a strike. There's a hit. Made at first. The second baseman, that's Stott, fields the ball, throws it to Miles, and that is it. Your final score, Londonderry 11 on 11 hits, Bedford 3 on 7 hits. There's your final. The Bulldogs drop to 1-4 on the year. Thanks to our crew, Andrew Fenn back in the studio taking care of graphics. Bill Jennings on camera, also helping out on color. Colleen Richardson helping out as well here on the production. I'm Harry Kozlowski. Thanks for tuning in. 11-3 to final. Londonderry over Bedford. You've been watching Bedford Baseball on BCTV. So long, everybody.